Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Stefanie Drysdale's weekly cyber recap. It's number 83, if you can believe it. It's Friday, August 6, 2021. Stefanie Drysdale, VP of Cyber for Prescient, Prescient.com. Welcome back.
Thank you, Chuck. How are you?
Oh, busy. Just finished Black Hat. Finishing it up today.
How was
And,
that?
it was good. We had a lot of people log in remotely, and we started doing interviews from the floor. This is a brand new thing now. So if you got your phone and have good Wi-Fi connection, we can stream actually from an event from your booth. So we're pretty excited about that. And on to the next one, which is GSX in September. That's what we're looking forward to.
I'm super excited about that. I'm hoping that the Delta variant decides to take a vacation that week and let us kind of do our thing.
Yeah, that's going to be the factor, right? That could tip a lot of shows that were on the comeback. And what I'm finding is from people in the industry, not quite sure. And we might be back to a place not only during COVID, but pre-COVID, where we were really concerned and shut stuff down, So we'll see what happens.
Well, I'll just jump right in. So Laszlo Gonk and Thomas O'Malley both shared ZDNet's average organization targeted by over 700 social engineering attacks each year. So according to a Barracuda study of over 12 million spear phishing and social engineering attacks impacting more than 3 million inboxes at over 17,000 different organizations, it found that 43% of phishing attacks impersonated Microsoft, and that the average organization is targeted over 700 social engineering attacks each year. So 80% of those attacks targeted employees outside of financial and executive roles, which is counter to what some people might guess. 50% were impersonation attacks, pretending to be a reputable company or a specific trusted person, but included a malicious URL. So the most common were from Microsoft, WeTransfer, and DHL, or pretending to be. Some common tactics were shortening the URLs, numerous redirects, and using a document sharing site. Targets are increasingly lower level employees, perhaps less aware or less included in security awareness training, making it all the more important that everyone be very, very familiar with these tactics. So Bob Carver also shared a ZDNet article titled Disinformation for Hire. PR firms are the new battleground for Facebook, dating as far back as 2018, but even more common now are PR firms hired to spread disinformation on Facebook and other social media. So this comes as more of a challenge to identify, as the PR firms seem to, check out well, and their connection to the government or the bad actor isn't directly linked through the platforms. So it serves as kind of an information laundering, if you will. So at times, even planting false information with journalists or tricking them into writing false stories. It just makes it all the more vital that we're getting our news from reputable, non-biased sources, and that we're all being very responsible about the information that we reshare. Sean O'Kelly shared Harvard Business Review's questions every board should be asking about insider cybersecurity risk. Such an important topic, as this helps non-technical stakeholders engage and support the important work that cyber teams are doing, while gaining a clear understanding of the impact of the necessary resources or the lack thereof. So it offered questions to help everyone understand the landscape, both internally and externally, questions to determine the organization's readiness in the face of an event, and finally to understand in advance the impact that different events could have on the organization, as well as their clients and their reputation. So if you've not yet had these conversations, please reach out. Happy to help initiate. Chris Ferry shared a great article from CISO Online titled 17 Cyber Insurance Questions You'll Need to Answer. For those shopping or even initiating the process of getting insured for the first time, this was a helpful list of questions to gauge your preparedness, as well as a roadmap for keeping those cyber insurance costs down. It had the usual questions about regular backups and two-factor authentication, knowing how much PII you store, employee trainings, processes for updating personal and financial details, and many more. So if you're a stakeholder, you need to know the answers to these, even if you have a non-technical role that you hold. So I'll be sure to link it for you. Craig D'Souza shared EY's report on cybersecurity. How do you rise above the waves of a perfect storm? So much perspective in this, along with all the data to back it up. It goes into the growing sophistication of our adversaries and how the shift to remote work really augmented that, and the support needed to defend and ultimately to tip the scales in this fight back to our favor. So definitely catch that one. And a reminder to register for the great panel presentation on the 24th with yours truly, sponsored by the Executive Women's Forum and Alston and Bird, moderated by Amy Moshawar, titled Promotion in the Workplace and Strategies for Advancement. I'll be sure to link it for you below. It should be a really helpful and just insightful panel. So definitely make sure that you don't miss that one. And that's what I have for you all this week. I hope everyone is well and enjoying the best month of the whole year. And I will look forward to seeing you all next Friday.